Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Caroline. I have this gorgeous reddish blonde bob wig on, and I just wanted to show you guys how I got to this look. So without further ado, let's get started. The hair I'm using today is from March Queen hair, y'all. This hair came color already. Saved me the hassle, saved me the work. March Queen hair. This is their 1B slash burgundy hair color. It actually looks really red, but they say it's burgundy. To me, it looks really, really red. Anyway, it comes with a closure. I have 118, 216, and the closure is a 16 inches closure. This company have a whole lot of color on their website if you guys want to check it out. But they saved me the hassle of dyeing this hair and adding color. It already have some color, so we're just gonna get right into making this wig. All right, using my mesh dome cap. This is my go-to cap, my favorite weaving cap of all time. And I actually love this one, not only for my lace frontal, but I love this one for my closure because it has the perfect size of where my closure can fit. I don't have to measure it. So I love using this cap. I'm starting off with my closure. I'm just going to position my closure right on the two lines of this cap. I'm going to put my closure right on there, and then I'm going to get started with sewing it down. I'm going to be using some T-pins to position the closure and keep the closure in place. Alright, as you can see, the closure is nicely secured down with the T-pins. I'm just going to use a clip now and remove all the hair from out of my way so I can see when I start to sew. I'm using my needle and thread. I'm going to start on the left side of the closure, and I'm going to start sewing. I'm going to start sewing from the front of the closure. I'm going to work my way towards the back of the closure. Alright, so once I have the left side sewn down neatly, I'm going to work my way to the other side, which is the right side. And again, I'm starting from the front of the closure, and I'm going to work my way towards the back of the closure. Alright, so now that I have the right side and the left side sewn down, I'm going to connect the closure now. I'm going to sew from the left side and just go straight across to the right side. And this will keep our closure secure, neat, and in place. Okay. Alright, now that I have my closure secured down, I'm going to move on to sewing on my tracks. The first thing I like to do is take two T-pins and position it in the middle of the elastic band on the cap. This just measures on my head right above my ears when I put this cap on. So this just helped me as a guide to where to place my first set of tracks. Now, moving on to the bundles, I do have three bundles of hair, but in this tutorial I only use two. I have two 16 inches and one 18-inch bundle. So starting with the 16-inch, I'm going to be using the first 16-inch in the back. I'm going to be doubling the tracks. I'm going to space out this track even though I'm doubling it. I don't want to start the wefts way down on the elastic band. I did move the wefts up a little bit past the elastic band to secure my first track down. This will just helps eliminate any bulkiness within this bob, okay? All right, now that I have my first set of tracks down, I am good to go. Moving on to my next set of tracks, I'm just going to be measuring the space in between each track is about half an inch to almost an inch away. I don't want to sew the tracks close together, one, because I am doubling the tracks to get more tracks in there, but I also don't want this bob to be bulky and full, so I'm going to be spacing out the track really not too far apart but a little bit far apart, so about half an inch to an inch you can space out the track. Also, as I sew down my tracks, I always take a pair of scissors and I cut my wefts in the front of the cap. This will just helps eliminate any type of bulkiness. This helps make the bob or the wig as flat as possible. Now, if you are worrying about shedding and you think this gonna make your wig shed, you want to eliminate shedding, you don't have to cut your tracks, but then you will raise your bob to be bulky and it's not going to look as flat and neat or as natural in the front. So you're going to need to cut your tracks in order for your wefts to lay down as flat and so that your bob can look as flat. Okay. Also, when you are sewing down your tracks, your wefts, make sure you are sewing your needle and thread, using your needle and thread, sewing close together. This also helps make your weft stay down, makes your track stay flat, and it doesn't bush up or it doesn't get bulky once you are done. So try to sew your wefts as close together as possible when you are making your wig, whether it's a bob wig, it's a long wig, any type of wig. Sew your needle and thread close together on your wefts. All right, now that we at the top of our wig, almost approaching our closure, we definitely want this part of the wig to be as flat as possible. We don't need any bulkiness on the top or any bulginess on the top of it. So for that case, I'm going to be using single wefts, single tracks, and I'm going to sew about two tracks right in between, spacing it out together again before I get to the closure. All right, now that we at the top of our wig, we are at our closure piece, I'm just going to take my last weft, my last piece of track, and I'm going to sew it around the closure, and I'm going to put them together, marry them together, and sew them neatly together, making sure they are flat and is not bulky or bulgy at all. All right, you guys, as you can see how neat and flat that looks. This wig looks good. It looks really, really nice. I'm loving the way it's turning out so far. Now we're going to move on next. This is how the wig look. We're going to move on to cutting and styling, okay? All right, moving on to the cutting. Excuse my bare face, but I had to put the wig on to try it on to make sure I had the correct length to where I wanted the wig to stop. I did want the wig to stop right above my shoulders, so I did put the wig on, measure where I wanted it to stop. Then I went ahead and I put it back on the mannequin head, and then I use my razor and I give it the first cut, which means I cut it first and then I flat iron it, and then I realized that it was still too long. I had to go back in and give it a second cut, which you will see later. All right, now that I have my cut, this is a blonde bob with a middle part. So I'm going ahead and giving myself a middle part on the wig. Then I'm taking my Nairobi foaming wrap. This is my holy grail. I want to make sure the closure is flat, and I want to train the closure according to where I made my part. So I'm applying to Nairobi foaming wrap, and I'm going to comb through it. This will just help make the closure flat, and I apply this before I start to curl because this will take its time to dry, and I want it to dry in a nice flat position. After that, I go ahead and I take my skinny serum from Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell's skinny serum is a nice little shine, but it doesn't add too much grease to your wig. I take a little bit, I put it in my palm, and I rub it all through the hair before I take my flat iron. And using the comb, I'm using the chasing method just to get a sleek, straight flat iron. I'm going to be using my flat iron with my comb and doing the chasing method as I flat iron the entire hair. you guys, so after flat ironing a wig, I had a sense of exactly where the wig stopped. I did went ahead and try the wig on again for the second time, and it was a little bit too long. It was past my shoulder, and I wanted it above my shoulder. So I did take my clippers and I cut the wig for the second time. And then I tried the wig on again for the third time, and it was still a little past my shoulder. So I went back in with my clippers and I cut again for the third time. So I gave this wig 3 different cut, trying it on 3 different times. You might have to try yours on as many times as you would like till you get your perfect cut. After that, I just went ahead and cut off the extra lace in the front. I also went ahead and cut the cap that was underneath the lace to expose the lace part of it. And then I took my foundation powder and I tint the lace. Just making sure that the lace matches my skin and my scalp when I put it on, so it look a little bit realistic. And that was pretty much it. And then I put the wig on so you guys can see the finished look. Alright, you guys, this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you check out MarchQueen hair. Links in the description box. If you want different colors, I believe MarchQueen hair have different colors on their website that you guys can check out. I absolutely love the results of this wig. I'm feeling myself as always. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I love you, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.